Gus Edwards. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
On second down now, it's Edwards looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. So
I got that broadcast up.
Looking up at a third and 9 situation. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
15-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
He was taken
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second and 12, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield.
They cheated me. I was down.
A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Brings up second and
on second down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
a 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Jackson from the shotgun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Here's Edwards. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This is Edwards.
At the 27-yard.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Have I ate some of that banana pudding yet?
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to
take the orange juice out the freezer. Please. The orange juice.
Go for it with Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39.
Take the orange juice out the freezer.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt.
Why am I shaking on it?
Defensively, though, just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations.
Damn, Bruce Wayne.
4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Green Bay Packers.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits. Everyone was in the right place.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go, D, get off the field. 58.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 25-yard attempt.
And how about at this. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
The score, Packers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They're on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd down, Rodgers able to find Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Aaron Jones.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers add on to the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And he was excellent on that drive.
You bleeding now?
To be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive.
What'd you say?
And how about that last
No, I won't talk to
decisive
you.
run to punch
Oh,
it in?
okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 30.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
11 on the play.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.